Hey, what's up guys, Nils here and welcome back to another video. So I woke up today and I actually managed to get my very first secret weapon. So you see here, Dark Blade of Death. So I'm gonna show you real quick how to actually farm a Dark Blade of Death in the best way possible, and hopefully you can farm one in just a day. So as you guys can see here, we have this RP here in the chat. It says darkness rises as the sun sets. And you see here, everything gets darker. And in case you probably don't know by now, so if you come right here over to the second ramp, if you walk in this bush right here, you can enter this secret cave. So in this cave, we have these mobs here. They're called Lost Souls, as you guys can see. And these mobs are actually not as strong as the end boss. They're almost 50% weaker. They have 300. The other one has, I think, 550, if I'm not being mistaken. And basically, those mobs are the mobs that you want to kill if you want to grind the secret weapon. So this event happens about every 35 minutes. So it's actually 38 minutes per server, and it lasts for 8 minutes. So you have 8 minutes to come here in this cave and kill all of these lost souls in order to get loots, actually. So I'm just gonna go ahead around here and I'm just gonna kill everything. And when we're done here, I'm gonna show you guys the best way possible to actually farm this strategy and how to maximize your farm. Because as you guys can tell, 8 minutes every 38 minutes not the best, especially if you're not as strong as I currently am to pretty much just one-tap those mobs. Well, it's actually 3 hits, but in case we crit, they just die in quite literally a single hit. So there you go. This is basically how you farm the secret weapon, and the reason for actually wanting to farm here instead of just farming the boss upstairs, which you quite frankly can do. You can AFK the boss when you're AFK, but so the catch here is that actually this boss here, or rather this mini boss here, actually has increased odds compared to the end boss in terms of farming the secret weapon. And I'm gonna show you right now. So as you guys can see here, so if we take a look here at Lost Soul, it only has 1 out of 5,000 chances to actually get this weapon, as opposed to 1 in 100k where the boss. Now, we also have Kiss of Death, which is also almost doubled in terms of rates to get. Now, Kiss of Death is the weak legendary, and if you probably have noticed already, we don't have Infinity Sword and the mythical weapon in the Lost Souls loot table. So this farming here is only efficient if you're going for the secret weapon. But honestly, guys, this weapon is pretty nuts, so you kind of want to get it. Like, my power just increased by so much. Like, it's insane how much my power has increased just by looting this weapon. Like, compared to this Kiss of Death, that's already divine, yeah? Or even this Infinity Sword, the strong legendary, it's 10 times stronger, or even like more than 10 times stronger. So you can kind of tell that it's kind of cracked. So, yep, you really want to do this farming. Now, there is a couple of ways to actually maximize your farming. As I said, I went ahead and kind of timed how often these phases happen. And once we're done here, I'm going to show you guys the way to actually get the most out of your farming. Now, another thing that you guys want to be doing is, I'm going to show you real quick. When you enter the cave, when you first enter the cave, what you want to do is you want to actually go ahead and tag every single mob just once. Now, the reason we do that is when the event ends and like the sun sets again, blah, 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 the sun rises again, it doesn't set actually. When you get this RP, where basically we go back to daytime, what happens is basically all of those mobs are gonna die. So you can pretty much like get like 7-8 loots at once when the event ends. That's just a very minor way of maxing out your chances of like looting the sword, I guess. So yeah, you kind of want to do this like when you enter the cave, just like hit everything just once. Now, obviously, most of you are probably not gonna be that strong, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's still pretty much worth farming. And as you guys can tell, like the odds for getting a Kiss of Death are pretty good as well, like 1%. Now that is buffed by lucky game passes, but still, like it's a lot more. You have a lot more chances of looting this, and it's obviously, like as I said, it's much weaker than this boss. Like the boss is 560, I believe, and these units are like 300 DD, so they're also like easier to kill. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on this farming. Now, with the method that I'm gonna show you guys with server hopping and pretty much just mapping everything down, like all of the times, which I'm gonna show you in a little bit, you can actually permanently farm Lost Souls if you want. Like, you can literally just if you invest like a little bit of time to just map down and track down the spawn timers for these Lost Souls, you can pretty much just server hop and kill Lost Soul after Lost Soul literally forever. You can do this the entire day if you want. And the way basically of doing this is that so the event has actually 35 to 38 minutes spawn timer. I think it's 38 because I didn't exactly time it, but it would make sense. So it's basically 30 minutes after the event ends what the spawn timer is. So basically what you want to be doing is you want to be actually server hopping, and you want to be just going into dead servers. The reason for the going to dead servers is that nobody is gonna take your like farm, but there is a downside to that as well, that maybe like the person that's in the server is gonna get DC and the server is gonna go down. So the way that I do this is basically, let me go ahead and just pull out this Roblox here. So the way that I am doing this is I'm just going here, servers, and then I go like down here, I go ascending, so we see the empty servers. I mean, you can do this as well if you don't do ascending, but if you want to be super safe, is like what you want to be doing is like you want to go into a server like at least 2-3 people. So in case one person DCs, like the other people do not get disconnected. Yeah, so that's pretty much the best that you can do. And then what you want to do is like you want to open a notepad and you want to like keep some notes for the servers. Yeah, so for example, like I join like this server, like I'm gonna go in my notepad like Santa Chick, and I'm gonna go like my time is currently, as you can see, 4:08. So I think we started 6 minutes ago. So I would go like 4:02 Santa Chick in the notepad, and then I know when the event started, and then I know when the event is gonna start the next time. So if it started at 4:02, it's gonna start at 4:40 the next time. So you can basically just keep track. And if you do this like on 3 servers, which is what I've been doing, so you can just like hop from server to server, and you can just permanently kill stuff. There will be a little bit of downtime, but at the same time you can just go ahead and open X and stuff like that. But this is probably the most efficient way of farming for the secret weapon. And yeah, trust me guys, like this weapon is really worth its time. Like if you guys can see here, so if I go here, I'm currently 95, ranked 95 on daily power. And that's just off one secret sword, yeah? Now, you guys know that I didn't really pay any Robux to ascend, or I didn't buy this thing, which does put you really far ahead early on. Basically, every player on the leaderboard is has either like wasted like 25k Robux to ascend, or they bought 2 of these packs, because having these weapons, 7.7 QA at the beginning, is just bonkers. It's really gonna put you out ahead. And they also have like what, 30 hours of damage boosts and 20 hours of power boosts. So yep, it's really something that you want to do. And there you go guys. So as you can see, like everything just dies when it turns to day, and you can see that it actually works because you have the coins on the ground. You see, that's how you know that this strategy actually works. And the mobs die when the sun comes up. So there you go. Now that's pretty much it. Now, what I would do is I would jump on another server and I would do the exact same thing. And I know now that since the clock is 4:10, I know that at 4:40 p.m. this exact thing is gonna happen again. So I'm just gonna jump around. I'm gonna hopefully find another darkness. I'm gonna do it, and when the time comes, I'm just gonna come back in the same server. And basically, this is the process that you just wanna be repeating again and again if you wanna farm. And in the meantime, when you have like a dead downtime, you can either like do this thing here right here, or you can do whatever. Now, if you do this, you can also do this with your own private server, which is also something that you can do. And the upsides of doing it actually with like your own private server and your own alts, like what you can do is like you can put your alts to just occupy the server and keep it running, so that the timer obviously runs and it doesn't reset. Now, the upside to this compared to doing what I'm telling you with the server hopping and mapping the timers out in your notepad is that you can also actually do raids at the same time, assuming that raids don't overlap with darkness, which might be good because you also kind of want to enchant the weapons. And my weapon is currently not enchanted. I'm gonna do this actually right after. So I have nearly 300 arcane shards, and I think secret should probably cost 400 or maybe 5 or 6 shards, probably 5. So I honestly have no idea. I didn't go ahead and check that. So I'm just gonna go ahead here. We can put our secret weapon in. Okay, it actually costs 10 shards. Oh my god, that's pretty expensive actually. Okay, let's do one roll. Imagine if we got something good. Okay, light 1. That's not bad if the second passive is decent. Crit 1. Well, I mean, that's probably better than what you're mostly gonna get with rerolls. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it for now. And once I stack plenty of shards, we're gonna get a realization going. So yep, that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and best of luck with getting that secret weapon, because honestly the weapon is just quite bonkers. And yeah, like I went from I've literally gone from making like 1 or 2 DC or something to making this much DC in like literally a couple of hours today. So I just woke up, I made another pet shiny. As you can see, I have a third pet that's shiny right now, and I have a whole bunch of mythicals as well that are reserves. I have 4 extra currently, so we're just gonna wait until we have 10 to make another shiny. And yep, so first darkness of the day, I went in, I did this thing, and I just got the pet. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. But yeah, anyway guys, that was pretty much it for this video. As always, if you have enjoyed, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Take care.